So today I'm going to code a haunted house in Java using processing 3.54. In order to get the code, just go to a browser and take that link I put in the description, paste it in for the URL. Once you're there, you'll get a page like this. Click this green code button. If you have GitHub Desktop installed, you can click that. If not, you can do download zip, and that'll put the code on your computer. After you unzip it, just go to the folder, click on hauntedhouse.pde. And when you do that, you should get a screen that looks similar to this. It has our sketch with the code and a bunch of different classes. So this haunted house tutorial is for all my beginners out there, young and old. Let's get started. Nice message here that says start here. Make a p image variable, scary house background. Gives me an example. Let's call it scary house. And next one, and set up the size of my sketch. Say size 1200, 800. And you can use any numbers you want. This is the width and this is the height. Let's see if we got our window popping up. There we go, 1200 width, 800 height. And let's make a background image for our scary house. Equals load image. I gave some predefined images for the scary house. And let's see which one I want to pick. Go to my folder and I have scary house 1, 2, and 3. This one is 1, 2, or 3. Let's just go with 1. We can always change it later. So I'm going to take scary house 1 and I'll put that in the parentheses for load image. Next step is to resize it to the size of my sketch. Resize, my sketch is 1200 by 800. I can just say width, height. Now someone asked me before, where do these width and height variables come from? They're not declared at the top somewhere. Well, these two variables are processing variables, and whenever I call size, it's going to set these internal variables, the numbers I put in for width and height. So the width variable is 1200 and the height variable is 800. It matches with these two. That's where those come from. Next step is to draw our scary house. It's in the draw function called draw background with your scary house as an input parameter. Okay, so scary house, that's my variable, image variable. Go down to draw. Let's see. Draw background. And let's see if I get my background showing up. So we've got our scary house, haunted house background. Looks good. What's next? I do see the scary house. Let's draw some pumpkins. So it says create a new variable for a pumpkin at the top of this sketch. Go up here, and my variable type is going to be pumpkin with a capital P. I have a class here for pumpkin. You don't have to look into that class, but you just need to know the name. So I can make my variable. And I'll call it pumpkin. Then down here gives me an example. To initialize it, I have to say new pumpkin. So I'll say pumpkin equals new pumpkin. And it says it takes in two values, the X value and then the pumpkin color. The X value is going to be how far left or right it's going to be. The first one, let's just use the example, 350 and this color it gives us. You can always change it later. The draw function, call the pumpkin's draw method. See if I see the pumpkin. Go down here, say pumpkin.draw. On it. See if I have my pumpkin showing up. Hey, I've got my pumpkin. And it looks like that color was orange. Or close to orange. All right, so far so good. Let's see what's next. See the pumpkin, let's draw some ghosts. So same thing, it says initialize a new variable for a ghost at the top, then initialize it as a new ghost, right? So we go up here, we see there's a ghost class, ghost tab up here, so I can say ghost, clear my variable. Then let's go down here and say ghost equals new ghost. And I could use these inputs. So it's the first one's the y value. The y value is how high up or how close to the bottom it is. If I want it close to the top, it's going to be a small number. Let's say it's 50, just like the example. The example is missing the word new. So 50, and then let's say the speed is 5. Let's have this one go to the right. So I'll say right. And just like the other one, I have to call ghost.draw down in my draw method, draw function, ghost.draw. See, do I got my ghost? Ooh, I got my spooky ghost at the top. And I think I can add some more pumpkins and ghosts before I go on to the next thing. Let's do that. If that's more pumpkins here, and they don't have to be the same color. I'll make some more variables. Say pumpkin 2, pumpkin 3. Let's make 3 pumpkins and 3 total ghosts. Ghost 2, ghost 3. Go down here. This will be pumpkin 2 and then 3. Let's have this one more over to the left, or excuse me, the right. Let's pick some different colors here. I don't want them all to be orange. Have all these pumpkins be a little bit neat. Let's have a blue pumpkin. That's interesting. I've never seen a blue pumpkin. So let's have a blue pumpkin. And get another color, a color selector. Let's have this one be green, a greenish color. Green. Neon green. I'll put this in for the second input into my pumpkin constructor. So I know the second one's pumpkin color. And the hashtag just says that the first 2 numbers are the red, the next 2 are the green, last 2 are the blue. Got some more pumpkins, and let's do some more ghosts too. 2 and ghost 3. Let's have this one go to the left. And have that one go to the right. Let's make this one fast, 15. Let's have this ghost 3 be one of those slow ghosts, those slow creepy ghosts. Have this one at 150 and have this one at 100. Okay, so we got our new pumpkins and ghosts. Come down here. Draw them all. Two, it goes 3, pumpkin 2, pumpkin 3. Let's run it. Ooh, nice. We got our fast ghosts going across. Doing laps on those other ghosts. And I think I like this little bluish one. Kind of looks pretty good. And the green rotten one. Green rotten. All right, it's starting to look pretty spooky now. Let's see what else we can add to this haunted house. Let's draw the rain. Okay. So it says add a variable for the rain at the top of the sketch. So just like these other ones, I see there's a rain class, so I know to make my variable type rain. Called rain. Come back down here. Rain equals new rain. And I think I have to put in a color. What color I want my rain? Let's see. What's a good color for rain? Light bluish green? I think that's good. a lighter color will look good against the background. Right. And then I have to call rain dot draw down here. Rain's draw function, or rain's draw method rather. Run this. Here comes the rain. And if you notice, it follows the mouse a little bit, the direction. Over here to the right, the rain will follow the mouse. Okay, this haunted house is getting pretty creepy. Let's add a few more things. I think there's a few more things we can add. Let's see. Ooh, lightning. Lightning's gonna look good. Let's do a lightning variable at the top. Down here. I have to initialize my lightning variable. Equals new lightning. This one has a little bit more detailed instructions. It says, in the draw function, call the lightning's draw method only when the mouse is pressed. How do we do that? All these lines run with no conditions. So let's put a condition in for the lightning. If we hear the word condition, it's going to be if statement. So if what? The mouse is pressed. What I want it to do, I want to say lightning in my variable dot draw. Alright, let's run this. See what this lightning looks like. Ooh, looks good. And I can turn it on and off when I press the mouse button. Looks good. And it says, I see the lightning. It says, draw the spotlight. The spotlight's the last thing we're going to add, I think. Second to the last. Spotlight. Let's call it spot. Spotlight tab up here, so spotlight. Down here, say, just like the other ones, was new. Spotlight. And let's see how that works. Do spotlight or spot.draw. Let's see. Ooh, this looks good. Makes it even creepier. We can only see part of the image. And with the lightning too. Ooh, the ghost. All right, that looks good. All right, let's see, what's the last thing? I think these instructions are over. So it says, drawing the Happy Halloween message. It says, draw Happy Halloween somewhere on the display. For the time being, I'm going to comment out my spotlight, just so I can see the whole message. And I can use text size, fill, and text. Text, I can say, Happy Halloween. And then the next two are going to be the position of where to place the text. So the first one's the X value. Let's say 100. So that's 100 from the left side of the sketch, left side of the screen. And then let's put it somewhere, not all the way in the center, but a little bit above the center. 300 sounds good. And let's set the text size. I have a pretty big sketch. Let's make it, let's see 100 and see how that looks. And then fill. The fill is the color for the inside text. Let's give it a good color. Color selector, and I haven't used a reddish color. Let's use a reddish color. Maybe a magenta. Let's see. Copy that. Put it in for my fill. All right, let's see how this text looks. Oh yeah, I think I can make the text a little bit bigger, and I'll center it a little bit. Now it looks good. Now it looks good. Our haunted house with our ghosts, our little pumpkins down there. And then we can try out other scary house backgrounds to customize it. Remember how I said I just picked scary house 1? Let's try number 2. Yeah, how does number 2 look like? Oh, I forgot to change the comments. I didn't change the actual code. Funny. Number 2, and then number 3. Number 3 looks the most realistic, I think. Oh yeah, this one's definitely going for the winner as scariest haunted house, especially with the lightning. And look, we have these special functions down here. Got set pumpkin color, bounce, stop. Let's try some of these out, these special features. Let's try pumpkin.bounce. See what that does. Pumpkin 1, I'll say pumpkin 1.bounce. All right, I got 1 bouncing pumpkin. And let's give pumpkin 3 a bounce too. Got 2 more bouncing pumpkins. Awesome. Set down here, I can have the pumpkins move too, left or right. In this case, let's have it move when we press the keys on the keyboard. So I can say if what? If key pressed. And so if the key is pressed, if that key code equal to left, just the left arrow key, then what I can do is I can say pumpkin 3 dot left, or move left, I think. Called move left. That's right. Move it left by 5 pixels. I press that. And what I do next, let's do key code equals right. Move this pumpkin to the right. Five. And see if it moves. Oh yeah, there it goes. It's moving. Let me just finish these other direction keys. So I did left, right. Let's do up and down. Do down and up. So up, what I want it to do. Let's say I want it to do bounce. Then here I can say if it's down, I can have it 3 dot stop. Now I can control the pumpkin with all my direction keys. Oh, it got even higher. Look at that. All right, let's see what other secret functions and methods we can call. Ooh, maybe set lightning flash. See what that one does. here and say set lightning flash. Say true. Let's see what this does when I do my lightning. Ooh. Inverts. That one's pretty cool. And what else? Is there any more? I can set the spotlight size. Oh, then it also says there's a grayscale feature. Ooh, down here looks like we can call draw grayscale. Let's see that. Put this one at the bottom. And draw grayscale true. Oh, nice. Now we have a 50s black and white looking haunted house. And there's one more feature I forgot to put back in now that I realize it. It's the spotlight. I commented that out and never brought it back. Take it out of that comment. And let's put it here in mouse pressed. So I can check which button on the mouse is pressed. I can say if mouse button equals left, then I display the lightning. But if it's the mouse button equals right, I can say draw my spotlight. See this? My text shows up on top. I don't know, it looks kind of nice if it's on top. Have this thing start bouncing. If I wanted the text to be revealed by the spotlight, all I have to do is put my text code that has to be above here, above my mouse pressed. So do this, cut it, paste it here, and then it should be underneath the spotlight. Yeah. I think the ghosts look good in black and white. This is our scary haunted house. You can customize it any way you want. Use your own background. Hope you enjoyed this one. And there'll be other videos. I'll show you how to do a lightning individually, how I did the ghosts, how I did the pumpkins, and how I made them bounce in a more in-depth video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below.